All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're handing you the complete blueprint for building a bigger, stronger chest. No fluff, no complicated science, just a straight-up plan that actually works.
So, you want to build a bigger chest, right? But what does that really mean? Is it just about hitting the bench press every Monday and hoping for the best? Well, the real answer is a little more nuanced, but don't worry, we're going to make it super simple and actionable for you.
Here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll cover the 5 absolute king exercises for your chest. Then we'll look at what actually makes the muscle grow. Hint, it's not just about the reps. After that, we'll talk about the common traps people fall into. And finally, we'll give you a rock-solid action plan you can take to the gym today. Let's kick things off with Section 1, the 5 kings of chest. Seriously, think of these as the non-negotiables. If you're serious about building a powerful chest, these movements are going to be your cornerstones. First up, the undisputed king, the barbell bench press. There's a reason this is probably the most famous exercise in the gym. It lets you load up the most weight, which puts maximum tension on the chest, making it the ultimate tool for building raw size and strength.
Now let's talk form. This is crucial. Before you even unrack the weight, you have to retract your shoulder blades, kind of pinch them together and down. This creates a stable base and isolates your chest. Lower that bar with control and then press up powerfully. For this one, we're aiming for 3 to 5 sets of 5 to 8 heavy reps.
Okay, moving on to our next king, the incline dumbbell press. If the flat bench is what builds the main foundation, this exercise is the sculptor. This is what carves out that upper chest, creating that full, well-rounded armor plate look everyone wants.
The key here, and you really got to pay attention to this, is the bench angle. Keep it between 30 and 45 degrees. If you go too high, it just turns into a shoulder exercise. You want to focus on a deep stretch at the bottom and a hard, powerful squeeze at the top. Think 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps here.
Our third king is the dumbbell chest fly. Now this one's a different animal. It's not about lifting super heavy. The whole point of the fly is to create width and definition by putting the chest muscles through a really deep, isolated stretch.
The best way to think about this is to imagine you're hugging a giant tree. That's the motion you're going for. Keep a slight, constant bend in your elbows. Don't lock them out. The goal here isn't the weight. It's that deep stretch you feel across your chest. Aim for 3 sets of 10 to 15 really controlled reps. Next up, we have an often underrated powerhouse, dips. You know, with just a little tweak in your form, this bodyweight exercise becomes one of the absolute best developers for your lower chest, adding that thick, dense look right at the bottom of your pecs.
And here's the magic trick that makes all the difference. To hit your chest instead of your triceps, you just need to lean your torso forward. Let your elbows flare out a little bit, and really go for a deep stretch at the bottom. We're looking for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps.
And finally, our 5th king, the humble push-up. Never, ever underestimate this one. I don't care if you're a total beginner or an advanced lifter, the push-up is a phenomenal tool for building a solid foundation and adding a ton of training volume to your routine. So, how do you keep making gains with push-ups forever? Simple, progressive overload. Once regular push-ups get too easy, you level up. You can put your feet on a bench for decline push-ups, slow the movement way down, or even have a friend put a weight plate on your back. The goal is 3 to 4 sets, hitting somewhere in that 12 to 20 rep range. All right, so we've got our exercises, but just doing the movements isn't enough, not even close. Let's get into Section 2, because the exercises are only half the story. We're talking about the 2 factors that actually build the muscle, nutrition and recovery. Think of it like this. Your workout in the gym is like placing an order for more muscle, but your nutrition? That's the delivery of the building materials. Without the right fuel, all that hard work is for nothing. You need protein to repair the muscle and a slight calorie surplus to give your body the energy to do it.
So how much protein are we talking about? Well, the science is pretty clear on this. For muscle growth, you want to be aiming for 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight every single day. Hitting this number consistently is a total game changer.
And what about recovery? This is huge. Your muscles don't grow while you're lifting, they grow while you're resting. Your chest muscles need time to repair and get stronger, and that sweet spot for rest between chest workouts is about 48 to 72 hours. Training it more often than that can actually set you back.
Now for Section 3, the common chest day traps. This is where we make sure all your effort isn't just spinning your wheels. Let's go over the biggest mistakes that sabotage people's progress so you can just sidestep them completely.
Let's run through these because they are critical.
First, ego lifting. We've all seen it. Using so much weight that your form just falls apart. It might feel cool, but it takes the tension right off your chest and puts it on your shoulders and elbows. Then you have partial reps, which cheat your muscles out of that full growth stimulus. There's also forgetting to get stronger over time, relying only on machines which don't build stability, and of course, ignoring the nutrition we just talked about. Always remember, proper form will build way more muscle than heavy, sloppy weight.
And that brings us to the final section, your weekly action plan. This is where the rubber meets the road. We're going to take all this theory and put it into a practical, powerful workout you can use right away. And here's what that looks like. See the logic here? We start with the heavy compound bench press for that raw strength. Then we move to the incline press to target the upper chest. We follow that with flies for width and stretch, dips for the lower chest, and we finish it all off with a burnout set of push-ups to failure. This isn't just a random list of exercises, it's a complete plan.
If you take only one single thing away from all this, let it be this right here. The gym is where you create the signal for growth, but the actual growth, the repair and building of new muscle, that all happens when you're resting and eating right.
So there you have it. The exercises, the nutrition, the recovery, and the plan. The entire blueprint is now in your hands. The only question left is, are you ready to get to work and build? Thanks for tuning in.